I'm Jordan Raynor, and this is the Word Before Work.
Today we're reading from 2 Corinthians 3, verses 4 through 5. Here's what Paul says: "Such confidence we have through Christ before God. Not that we are competent in ourselves to claim anything for ourselves, but our competence comes from God." Again, that's Paul speaking in 2 Corinthians 3, verses 4 and 5. We're in a series exploring 5 pieces of double-sided wisdom that we see throughout God's Word. Today, we come to the paradoxical couplet of biblical charges to be confident and stay humble. The call to confidence is found in passages like 2 Timothy 1:7, which says that, quote, "The Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power," end quote. But you can hear the flip side of this double-sided wisdom, the call to humility, in passages like Ephesians 4, verse 2, quote, "Be completely humble and gentle," end quote. So how do we reconcile these two seemingly conflicting commands? By recognizing that the source of our confidence and boldness is the Lord. That's what Paul is telling us in today's passage. His confidence in his work was not sourced in what he thought of himself or even what others thought about him. His confidence and competence came from God alone. So it is with you and me. We don't exude confidence at work because we think we're awesome. We're confident because we humbly recognize it is the awesome God who works in and through us for his glory. See Philippians 2, verse 13. So what does it look like practically to model both confidence and humility in the workplace? Here are just 3 ideas. Number 1, set bigger, more God-honoring goals. Christians should be known for setting the biggest goals on the planet because we are confident that God is able to do immeasurably more than we ask or imagine. See Ephesians 3:20. And the bigger our goals, the more we will be humbly driven to our knees, forced to rely on the Lord and his strength. Number 2, stay confident that you can, but humble that you know how. It's one thing to be confident about the vision you think God has called you to at work. It's another thing to be arrogant about how to get that vision accomplished. Christians should be set apart in holding the how of our projects loosely, open to the wisdom God has given to believers and non-believers alike. Finally, number 3, boast about your weaknesses. It's become cliche when you're asked in an interview, "What's your greatest weakness?" to reply with a strength that's actually disguised as a weakness. But what if you boasted about an actual weakness and pointed out how, despite that fault, God has enabled you to achieve so much in your career? That would preach. And it would be following Paul's example in 2 Corinthians 12, 9 through 10 of boasting in weaknesses, quote, "so that Christ's power may rest on you," end quote. Confidence and humility need not be opposites for the believer. Embody both as God works through you today. Today's devotional only scratches the surface of how God's Word connects to our work. If you want to go deeper, sign up for my free 20-day devotional called The Word Before Work Foundations at twbwfoundations.com. These email devotionals are designed to help you gain a rich understanding of the biblical narrative of work, how exactly your work matters for eternity, and what those truths mean for how we ought to work today. You can sign up right now, again, for free at twbwfoundations.com.